When you visit us here in the high country, we want you to have a wonderful time and take nothing back but good memories. But sometimes things don't go as planned. And when you're in a jam, I have the man to get you out of it. Dan Smith from Vail Mountain Rescue. Good morning, Dan.
Good morning. Anymore, I'm just the old fat guy with the radio trying to get people out of the backcountry. We've got about, we just did the count last night, 51 folk, most of whom are at least 20 years younger than I am, that will get you out if you get in trouble, but we have to know that you're out there. Last week was an interesting one. We did 6 missions. We've done 75 so far this year, which is a little ahead of normal. We did 125 last year. And this week was one biker. Guy ditched his bike and broke his collarbone. 4 hikers and a car full of bachelorettes. It was the latter one was we'll talk offline about that one. It was a very interesting mission. But as we do these hiker search missions, and we're at about 23, 24 hiker searches for the year so far, we talk to people as we walk down the trail. You know, have you seen anybody, blah, blah, blah. And now we ask them a couple of things. We ask them, do you have a map? Do you have a compass? And do you have a GPS? Which will tell you where you are and us where you are if you're hurt. The answer is a universal no. The map is $12.95. You can buy them at any hiking store. You can buy them at the grocery store. Why would you walk down the trail without knowing where the trail goes? The answer you come up with is people think this is Miami Beach or Central Park or the lakefront in Chicago. It's not.
You don't have to go very far to be out there.
If you're a quarter mile down a trail and you do your ankle, you're not walking out.
Yeah.
Now, you have to have some way to tell us that you're there, and we'll come get you. And there's never a charge. This is not, you're not going to get a bill. You're not going to get solicit. Well, we might ask you. Somebody might ask you for a donation sometime in the future, but you're not going to get charged with anything. There's no crime involved here, even though we work for the sheriff. We're going to come get you, and it's free, and we're going to get you to the trailhead. We're going to get you to medical care. And we're going to get you out of there, which is, we presume, what people standing on the trail with a broken ankle want. So far, I haven't had anybody turn us down. But you have to give us some idea where you are. What trailhead is your car parked at? We spend a lot of time chasing license plates. If we can find out your license plate from your spouse or significant other, then we know where you are.
Well, that's a good point, because we were talking about you can't rely on cell coverage out there.
Oh, no.
So you need to tell somebody before you leave where you're hiking, and when you're expected back, and when to call Dan Smith if you haven't come back.
You don't call me, you just call 911. And we work with, as I say, we work for the sheriff's office. So 911, we use the same dispatch that all law enforcement does around here. And we'll come get you. But we need some hints. And what we've had happen, interestingly enough, sometime, someone did it right. We're going to this trail, and we'll be back at this time, and call 911 if we don't. And then they change their mind and don't tell anybody. And they're not up on Shrine Ridge. They happen to be out on Holy Cross or someplace. Well, now I've got 10 guys in the Valley of the Shadow, but it's the wrong shadow. Yeah. If you change your mind, make sure you tell somebody.
Well, Dan, thank you so much for sharing this information. And I think it's important to point out that your organization is all volunteer.
All volunteer, nobody gets paid.
And you run on donations.
Absolutely.
And where can people find you online so they can donate?
VailMountainRescue.org.
Okay.
And there's a nice button there that says donate. Costs about $100,000 a year to run the team.
Thank you so much, and thanks for keeping us safe.
Our pleasure.
Coming up next, we've got your weather forecast.